a big deal. Guys, the other day, this report essentially went viral where a Federal Reserve member was actually talking about how he didn't see the need for cryptocurrencies. I think he actually calls them useless, all while describing the exact reason for XRP. Guys, listen up to this. You are not going to want to miss it. It really goes to show we're probably a couple steps ahead of the rest of the people in terms of cryptocurrency education. And I think that leads a huge advantage to those of us who are already invested, already deployed, and are ahead on the information gap. Listen up to this.
So I'm very cautious about stable coins and other things because I think it will put a pressure on the economy because banks will lend less.
But even if you go the cross-border route, so when I push people on how is this useful, they very quickly have to admit it's not useful in America. It's useful to send money to another market or for customers in another country. And then I push them on that, okay? So my wife was born in the Philippines. She's a US citizen, but her family's in the Philippines. So if I want to send my father-in-law money to buy groceries, they say, oh my gosh, it's so costly to do it today. With this gee whiz crypto stuff, you could do it instantly. But then I still say, how does he buy groceries with it?
Right.
So he gets something in his account in Manila. How does he buy groceries with it? Well, you still got to convert it to the local currency. That's still expensive. Well, no, then they say, no. Well, if the grocer also uses it, then he can buy. So what they're really saying is if everybody in the world uses the same currency or the same payment platform, all these frictions go away. But all these other countries are not going to abandon their own monetary policy. So
I'm going to stop it right there. He almost perfectly cues up the exact use case for XRP because the XRP ledger is a decentralized exchange at its core. It was the first decentralized exchange to ever exist. The XRP ledger allows currency to be transformed from one form to another through XRP as liquidity. And to counter the exact point he was making, if I wanted to send money to my family member in the Philippines, right, I send USD and they receive whatever they want. XRP just sits as the liquidity in the middle. And guess what that fee on that transaction is? Fractions of a penny. So he's saying, oh, crypto doesn't do anything useful. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Well, we can actually run the exact example he just said crypto didn't work for through the XRP ledger and completely destroy every argument he was making. USD converted via the XRP ledger DEX to whatever currency they need in the Philippines for fractions of a second instantaneously. It's so funny to me that some of these people have such a hard time seeing it. But it goes to a point I've been making on the channel for a